Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of great millstone that taught us this truth, peace, love, and salutations. To the hopeful elect Akim, teaching and preaching this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Isaac Awasap. Today's lesson is entitled, let me pull it up real quick. I just saw it. It's based, son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread. And Lord willing, you be edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, which are the true names of the Heavenly Father and his beloved Son in the Paleo Hebrew. And as always, the sit downs, the lessons, the street speaking is for the remnant, the elect, the Israel, the Most High, to you as the gospel priest. So I'm keeping up with this tariff situation and how it's affecting the ports here in Los Angeles. All right, which you have one of the major ports on the western side of America. All right, the Long Beach ports and the Los Angeles ports, which they are very close in proximity. And I have this article from HuffPost. It says, we could be seeing empty shells everywhere. We could soon be seeing empty shells everywhere. Here's which items might disappear first. And the Lord is breaking the staff of bread, which is these different facilities that house these basic necessities, whether it's food, whether it's, toiletries, whether it's, different appliances, all these different conveniences that you people have been grown accustomed to. The Most High is taking it away. All right. He's using Esau to do it, which these Edomites are so-called white people. And when we talk about these Edomites, we're talking about those that's in a position of power, the nobles, the bankers, those that's controlling everything. And he's using them to destroy the earth. He's using them to take peace from the earth. And he's using them to fulfill a lot of these end-time prophecies. All right, so we're going to read a little bit of this. I typed in staff and bread here in a blue letter. And there's some precepts that came up, and I'm going to get into them. And Lord willing, you be edified. So once again, HuffPost, it says, we could soon be seeing empty shelves everywhere. Here's which items might disappear first. And this is the time that we supposed to rejoice, man. All right, as this system is coming down, the Lord is going to bring his men up on a level. All right. And it's to magnify the names of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And that starts off with our elders and apostles of great millstone, because from them on down to us, the message has been going out, regardless of what these unbelievers, all the incredulity and the imaginations that these individuals have towards this doctrine that we bring out. The word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is faithful and true. We seen it come to pass. You can argue who Esau, Edom is all you want. You can argue the validity of the 12 tribe sign. You can argue if America is Babylon the Great all you want, but you cannot ignore the fact that these prophecies are happening. Supply chain experts say to expect fewer items and higher prices in these categories. All right. Let's screenshot that. It says, because of President Donald Trump's trade war against the world, American consumers may soon start seeing shortages on their everyday household goods and accessories. In the past few weeks, Trump has imposed massive import taxes on many U.S. trading partners, including an astounding 145 tariff on Chinese goods, only to abruptly change or suspend some of these tariffs. But Trump's chaos is already starting to freeze supply chains. U.S. businesses are canceling or postponing shipment orders from China. Now, what I did read on RT News is that China is finding different ways to avoid these tariffs. So what they're doing is, instead of them sending or exporting goods directly to the States, they'll send it to Malaysia, Taiwan, Thailand, and then they'll switch the labels and then send it to America. All right. That was on RT News. So, they're finding little deceptive ways to get the goods here so they can still make money. So we got to see, watch and see, you know what I'm saying? So it says, just last week, The executives for major retailers Walmart, Home Depot, and Target reportedly told Trump in a meeting that shoppers are likely to see empty shelves and higher prices in the next few weeks if he doesn't roll back his tariff plans. And Trump is the cruel Lord that is written of in Isaiah the 19th chapter. Don't expect toilet paper shortage like what we experienced during COVID lockdowns, because Slakia, I'm a little excited. Many essential goods like food, beverages, paper goods are more likely to be made domestically. They are more immune from these shortages, said Casey Armstrong, Chief Marketing Officer of ShiftBob, a global fulfillment and supply chain platform. Don't believe that, because as these Americans are experiencing the shelves being shortening, there's going to be a run on the grocery stores. People are going to be panic buying, panic shopping, buying stuff in bulk, which will drive up the prices, which the regular American that don't have the financial means to, keep up with the rise in prices, expect theft. All right. Expect more of a security presence at the grocery store. All right. Limitations, how much you can purchase of an item. Expect those things. And that's going to cause major tension in these neighborhoods, man. Expect home invasions. All this stuff that I'm saying is in the prophecies. It says you're not going to run out of food or toilet paper. What did the Lord? Let's get this over here. See, when he speak fair. Because one thing about media, they have to basically control the audience by having them confused. Like, it's like, okay, are we going to have a supply chain crisis? Is things going to be limited? But then you read the article and it's like they saying it's going to be limited, but then it's not going to be a food shortage. It's just a form of deception. All right, Revelation 12 speaks about how these devils deceived the whole world. But here in Proverbs 26 and 25, when he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. So it's a complete amount of wickedness that they have in their mind that they want to do. But they're going to be speaking fair. They're going to be given the illusion that everything is going to be okay. Don't worry, and all these different peaceful talking points. During the time of Antiochus Epiphanes, which he was an Edomite that Hellenized the Israelites and forcefully converted them to the Greek ways. That was the Hellenistic period. It speaks about how he spake peaceably unto the people, but it was all deceit. These are the characteristics of Edomites. All right. We don't have to go off just skin color and phenotypes to see who these Edomites is. The Bible gives Esau's characteristics and his behavior. This is First Maccabees, the 1st chapter, and the 29th verse. This is going into Antiochus Epiphanes the 4th, bringing pressure upon Israel. All right. It says, and after 2 years fully expired, the king sent his chief collector of tribute. All right, tribute is taxes, unto the city of Judah, who came unto Jerusalem with a great multitude, and spake peaceable words unto them. But it was all deceit. For when they had gave him credence, which is acceptance, oh yeah, he's cool. Look, he's talking cool. He's going to help us out. He fell suddenly upon the city and smote it very sore and destroyed much people of Israel. And when he had taken the spoils of the city, he set it on fire and pulled down the houses and walls thereof on every side. This is the spirit of these Edomites. But the women and children took they captive and possessed the cattle. All right, brought pressure. And that's what Esau's finna do now. Because he has an agenda. All right. May 7th, which is tomorrow, California have to, people who want to travel on planes, they have to have the real ID. All right. He needs to get everybody on board with this digital platform. All right. Trump trying to make America the crypto capital of the world. All right. Too much debt with the dollar. All right. He wants to transition to the new monetary system. And the way they're going to do it is by order out of chaos. They want the chaos. They want people suffering. Now, let's continue reading on this article. It says just last week. Oh, no. Where we at? Don't expect a toilet paper shortage like we experienced during C-19 lockdowns, because many essential goods like food, beverages, and paper goods are likely to be made domestically, meaning here. They are more immune from these shortages, said Casey Armstrong, Chief Marketing Officer of ShipBob, a global fulfillment and supply chain platform. You're not going to run out of food or toilet paper. That's that speaking fair, speaking peaceably. But don't be surprised if your $3 spray bottle or favorite pair of $5 socks vanish from shelves or doubles in prices. All right, so these are the points. These are the things that's going to be costing more. Fast fashion and clothes, right? 4th of July items, back to school supplies, furniture and home decorations, toys, cheap household essentials, electronics, replacement parts of appliances. All right, so expect your apartment building, to either, if you got toilet issues or appliance issues, expect them to be dragging their feet when it comes to repairing those things. Expect them to be raising the rent. All right. Let's see. That's pretty much it. But the way you can control the masses is by their food. A lot of people aren't at Home Depot buying this and that. People are either paying their rent and buying food. That's it. All right. But let's go here to the blue letter, and I'm going to close out. Some of these prophecies happened before, but as it is written in the Ecclesiastes, the first chapter, that which have been is that which shall be, and there's no new thing under the sun. So these situations repeat itself. Ezekiel 4:16. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment. So this was a judgment that the Lord had brought, upon Israel during the time of the Babylonians. All right. The Lord disrupted their food supply, and they had to eat things by weight and measure. They had to eat their food with carefulness. Oh, can't eat too much. We got to eat a little bit. That's what's finna come, man. Let's see. Ezekiel 5:16. When I shall send upon them evil arrows of famine. This is one of the Lord's favorite judgments. Famine. Which Yahweh talked about it being famine in the last days in Matthew the 24th chapter. Which shall be for their destruction. Famine is used to bring destruction, and I will send which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and I will break your staff of bread. Let's go into this word staff real quick. Blue Letter Bible allows you to go into the languages that the Bible is translated from to get a deeper understanding of what's written. Staff of bread. What is that? Let's look at it. Goes back to the Hebrew word matah, branch, staff. Okay, so as you see here in the Strong's definition, figuratively, which the Lord, he speaks through similitudes and parables, a support of life, just like a cane or a staff or a rod. It supports an older man in his older age so he can balance himself. So the staff of bread, the support of bread, the support of food, support of basic necessities is Target, Walmart, Costco's, Sam's Club, BJ's, Ralph's, Food for Less, Safeway, Kroger. The Lord is going to break those things, and he's going to use Esau to do it. Let's go back. We're almost done. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Now let's get this in 2 Esdras 6 and we'll close out. Esdras, he was a Levite on the scene during the time of Medo-Persian Empire. And in the 6th chapter, it goes into these different signs or tokens or prophecies that will be taking place leading up to the end of Esau's world. Verse 22, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The sown places is what? Walmart, Target, the grocery stores, BJ, Sam's Club, Costco, the ports. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And the trumpet shall give a sound. That's us bringing the prophecies out. And when every man heareth it, they shall be suddenly afraid. Afraid of what? The counsel of Yahweh of hosts, which he have determined against this place. All right. Death, judgment, and chaos is coming here. And we see it being made clear. So keep watching. I'm going to keep, Lord willing, I keep reporting on this. And hey, let the counsel of the Lord stand. We want these things to happen. This brings us closer to the end. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us his truth. Shalom, Akim.